Welcome to Yoga for Kayaking. My name is Anna Levesque, founder of Girls at Play and Mind Body Paddle. In this 30-minute segment, we'll focus on postures that stretch and lengthen through the hips and the hamstrings. Please remember to consult a medical professional before attempting any yoga routine, and please be mindful of your body. If you feel any pain, pinching, or numbness, please back off and rest. Remember to breathe in through your nose and out through your nose the whole sequence. And let's begin. Standing at the front of your mat, with your feet grounded into the mat, knees slightly bent, rise up through your spine, out the crown of the head. Turn your attention to the breath as you stand nice and tall. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Inhale the shoulders up to the ears and exhale them back and around. And again, inhale the shoulders up to the ears, open mouth sighs, you exhale your shoulders down. Last time, inhale the shoulders up and exhale them back and down, open mouth sigh. Inhale the arms up. Palms come together at the top, index fingers are high, and exhale, hinge to the right, grounding through the left foot. Inhale back to center and look up, and exhale, hinge to the left. Inhale back to center, look up, and exhale, release your hands, they come behind your back. Inhale to squeeze the shoulder blades and the elbows, and exhale, fold with your hands behind your back. Release your hands at the bottom of the exhalation. Inhale, lift the head and the chest. Exhale, step back into downward facing dog. Spreading the fingers wide, move and groove here in your down dog, bending one knee and then the other, lifting one hip and then the other. And then pause for a breath. Inhale, lift the right leg up and back for down dog splits. And exhale, knee towards the forehead to plant that foot by your right hand. Take your back knee down. Take your hands on your hips for low lunge. Make sure your right knee is bent right over your right ankle and is tracking towards your right little toe. Draw the shoulders back, lift the chest, open the throat, and breathe here in this hip flexor stretch. Exhale, release the pose, take the hands to the floor, lengthen through the right leg, right toes pointed up to the ceiling and right hip coming back for runner's stretch. Breathe into the hamstring. Inhale to bend the right knee. Curl the back toes under and step back into plank, strong core, and come down to your knees. We're going to squeeze the shoulder blades and then press the shoulder blades up towards the ceiling. Squeeze the shoulder blades and press them up towards the ceiling. Squeeze the shoulder blades, strong upper back. See if you can keep that strong squeeze as you lower all the way to the belly. Keeping your hands underneath your shoulders, come up onto your fingertips, squeezing the upper back. Engage your fingers to draw your chest slightly forward and up. And breathe. Modified cobra. And then exhale, come down, take your hands underneath your shoulders, inhale to all fours, and exhale, down dog. Inhale the left leg up and back for down dog splits. And exhale, knee comes forward, plant that left foot, draw the back knee down, coming into low lunge with hands on the hips. draw the shoulder blades back, open the chest, look up, and breathe here. The stretch should be felt along the right hip flexor, and if you need more stretch, then walk your front foot a little bit further forward. Exhale, release the pose, take the hands down to the mat. Lengthen through the right leg as you shift the hips back, left toes pointed up to the ceiling for runner's stretch on the left side. Breathe into the hamstring. In runner's stretch, see if you can keep a nice lengthened back, lifting the chest. And coming back to your breath, following the path of the breath through the body. Inhale, bend the front knee, and step back into downward facing dog. Take a few breaths or move and groove if you need to. Bend the knees and look forward and walk your feet forward, coming to a forward fold at the front of your mat. Take a bend in the knees for this forward fold, especially if you have a sensitive low back or have any bulging disc problems. So deep bend in the knee, take the outer edges of the elbows and let everything hang. And then inhale, roll up, sweep the arms up, reach for the sky, and exhale, release the hands back down to the sides. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms come together, index fingers are high. Exhale, hinge to the right. Inhale, back to center and look up. And exhale, hinge to the left. Inhale, back to center. Look up and release the hands as they come back behind your back. Inhale to squeeze the elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades, look up. And exhale, forward fold. Release the hands, they come to the floor as you inhale, lift the head and the spine, and exhale, step back into downward facing dog. Breathe in down dog. Inhale the right leg up and back for down dog splits. Exhale, the knee comes forward, plant the foot, and rise up for high lunge. Hands on the hips, strong back leg, right knee bent right over the right ankle, shoulder blades drawn back, chest lifted, and throat open. Turn your attention to the breath. Deep and easy breathing. Exhale, release the pose, step back into plank, strong core, and then come down to your knees for some shoulder blade push-ups, where we squeeze the upper back and release. Squeeze the upper back and release. Squeeze the upper back and see if you can keep a strong upper back as you lower all the way to the floor. Take your hands underneath your shoulders, up on your fingertips. Squeeze the upper back, draw the shoulder blades back. Engage your fingertips to draw your chest slightly forward and slightly up. Breathe all the way up to the collarbone. And then exhale, release. Press back to all fours, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up and back for down dog splits. Exhale, the knee comes forward, plant the left foot, rise up with a strong back leg for high lunge. Hands on the hips. Draw the shoulder blades back, lift the chest, open the throat, and breathe. Front knee is bent right over the front ankle, left knee moving towards the left little toe. Strong back leg. Exhale, release the pose, and step back into down dog. Breathing here in down dog. Bend the knees, look forward and walk your feet forward, coming into a nice forward fold. In your forward fold, keep a slight bend in the knees. Press the big toe mounds into the mat strongly and widen the thighs. If this is too much for you, just let it all go and then roll up, extending the arms up, reach for the sky, and exhale, release the hands down by your sides. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms come together, index fingers high. Exhale, hinge to the right, grounding through the left foot. Inhale, back to center, look up, and exhale, hinge to the left. Inhale, back to center, look up, and exhale, release the hands, they come behind your back. Inhale to squeeze and lift, and exhale, forward fold with the hands behind the back. Release the hands. Inhale, lift the head and the chest, and exhale, bend the knees to walk your feet back into down dog. Take a few breaths here in down dog. And inhale the right leg up and back for down dog splits. Bend the knee and open the hip. Breathe into the hip. And then inhale, extend that leg high. And exhale, knee comes forward, plant the foot, draw the back heel down. Coming into side angle stretch. So the right knee is bent over the right ankle, outer edge of the back foot pressing strongly into the mat. And right arm right by the right ear. Breathing into the side stretch. Exhale to release the pose. Turn your right toes to the left. Bring your hands to the center of both feet. Bend the knees for a squat. Your squat here is thighs parallel to the floor, toes turned out, and hands on the floor. Breathe into the squat. Turning your attention to the path of the breath through the body, especially when it gets challenging. Inhale to lengthen through the legs, turn the toes forward, and exhale, take a nice forward fold here. Shake the head yes and no, releasing the neck. And come back to the path of the breath through the body. Inhale to lift the head and the spine. Turn your right toes forward and walk your hands forward to the front of the mat to step back into plank, strong core. Lower to your knees. And let's do some shoulder blade push-ups, squeezing and releasing of the upper back 3 times. When you're squeezing, keep the squeeze to lower all the way to your belly. Take your hands underneath your shoulders up on your fingertips to engage your fingertips to draw your chest slightly forward and slightly up. Breathing here with a strong upper back. Pressing the knees into the floor. Exhale to release. Inhale to all fours and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up and back for down dog splits. Bend the knee and open the hip. Inhale to extend that left leg up a little higher. And exhale, knee towards the forehead to plant that foot. Draw the back heel down, side angle stretch on the other side. Left forearm on the left thigh. Right arm right by the right ear. Outer edge of the back foot pressing strongly into the mat for a big side stretch all the way up the right side of your body. Make sure that your left knee is bent right over your left ankle and moving towards your left little toe. Turn your attention to the breath. And then exhale, release the pose. Turn your left toes to the right, bend the knees, coming into squat with the thighs parallel to the floor. Bend the right knee, extend the left leg, and turn towards the left toes. Keeping the hips low, bend the left knee, extend the right leg. Moving through the center, keeping the hips low, extending the left leg. And back through the center, back through squat, extend the right leg. Come back through squat, keeping your hips low. Pause here and squat, thighs parallel to the floor, hands on the floor. Breathe into it. Inhale to extend the legs, turn the toes forward, and exhale, forward fold. Releasing the head, shaking it yes and no. Breathing into the hamstrings. Inhale to lift the head and the chest. Turn the left toes forward, walk your hands to the front of the mat, and step back into down dog. Breathe into your down dog. Inhale to lift your right leg up and back for down dog splits. And draw the knee forward for pigeon. Walk your hands back towards your hips. Draw your shoulder blades back. Draw the right hip back and the left hip forward. And then walk your hands forward, coming into a forward fold over your pigeon. Breathing into the right hip. Following the path of the breath through the body. Relaxing the face. Curl the back toes under, walk your hands back towards your hips, and gently press back into downward dog. Inhale the left leg up and back, and exhale the left knee forward for pigeon. Starting off by walking the hands back towards the hips, drawing the left hip back, right hip forward, before folding forward. Drawing your breath into that left hip. Relaxing the face. Deep and easy breathing. Inhale to walk your hands back towards your hips. Curl the back toes under and press back into down dog. Our last down dog. Take a nice deep breath. Shift forward into plank. Come down to your knees and take a seat. Coming all the way to your back. Walk your feet back towards your hips, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Walk your shoulder blades under. Inhale to press your feet into the floor and lift your hips. Press your elbows into the floor to walk your shoulder blades under just a little bit more. Breathing in bridge pose. If you'd like, you can take your hands underneath your back and walk your shoulder blades under a little bit more and lift the chest. Breathing. Squeeze an imaginary block between your knees to keep them from splaying out. Relax the pose, come back down with your hips on the floor. Inhale, lift your hips, draw them over to the left side of the mat. Draw your knees up and over to the right for a simple reclined twist. You can use your right hand on your left knee to twist a little deeper, or you can extend your arms out from your shoulders. Breathing into the twist. Following the path of the breath through the body. Inhale the knees back to center. Place your feet on the floor to lift the hips and move them all the way over to the right. And draw the knees into the chest and over to the left for recline twist, other side. Breathe into the right side of the body. You can use your left hand on your right knee to twist a little deeper. Always coming back to the path of the breath through the body. Inhale the knees back to center. Bring your hips back to center. Hug your knees into your chest. And release everything for relaxation pose. Arms are out by your side, palms facing up. Legs are allowed to relax completely. If you feel discomfort in your low back, you can always roll a blanket up and place it underneath your knees, or use a pillow underneath your knees. We're going to take a few breaths in through the nose and open mouth sigh out through the mouth. And again, inhaling through the nose and exhaling, open mouth sigh. Settle in here, becoming the observer of your breath, the observer of your thoughts, relaxing the face and the eyes. Enjoy this relaxation after strengthening and stretching our hips and our hamstrings, assisting us in feeling more comfortable in our boats. Start taking deeper breaths, bringing movement to your body with fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Taking your arms up overhead for a big full body stretch. And bending the knees into the chest, hugging your knees. Roll over onto your right side slowly and mindfully, taking a breath here. And then press yourselves up to a comfortable cross-legged seated position. Eyes closed, hands on your thighs or in front of your heart in prayer position. Let's go ahead and hold a thought of gratitude in our hearts for something, someone that we're grateful for. Curl our lips up into a little smile. Expressing gratitude for our bodies and for kayaking. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.